Every one of my records means something. The label, the producer, the year it was made.
Make sure you have the record player on at night.
Okay.
The hands are being rubbed. What do we got there?
Well, we got new music. Is what we got.
Nice.
So, we had a new record come out yesterday. Jason Isbell Reunions.
Oh man.
So he released it to independent record stores early. So I got a hold of it and I've listened to it between 500 and 700 times so far. I normally don't play a record that much, but since he didn't release it, like you couldn't listen to it other than to spin it, you know, because it wasn't on Spotify or anything yet.
Oh.
So I listened to it quite a bit.
Cool.
I'm trying to think. It came with a lot of cool stuff here. So he included these guitar prints. This is his Les Paul guitar that he has.
I love those little like pearl inlays and guitar necks like that. Like
Yeah.
the square, the block inlays. It's like my favorite style. I think on my next bass I'm gonna get, it's gonna have black inlays.
Nice.
Nice. Like the pearl, like the white, like yeah.
Yeah, like some of them have circles, but then some of them have like big squares too.
Squares.
Yeah.
Oh, you like the squares over the circles?
I like the big giant squares.
Cool. And that's to tell you like where your fingers are supposed to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago we listened to Jason Isbell record. So what'd you guys think? That's been a couple weeks ago now. Southeastern.
Yeah, Southeastern was good. That was one of my more my favorite records that we did in record night.
Yeah, the one morning when I came home from work, I was listening to a lot of it because I was trying to think of, because you brought up the one song, Yvette. Is that how you say it, Yvette? How the title of the song ends. They don't say it throughout the song until the very last lyric. The title of the song. I was trying to think of another song that was like that, and so I was like, I was re-listening to that album and a couple songs that I liked from it. That's one of them. That's a song I really like. You know, Elephant obviously is a great song, and then Live Oak is probably my favorite song on that album.
I love Live Oak.
So good. What a good story that he tells.
It's cool the way he opens. It'd be another thing to think of songs like this that open with a vocal and nothing else. Like he sings like the whole, I don't know about a whole verse, but he sings a phrase before any guitar starts or anything.
Before any instruments start playing. Yeah. I feel like there's probably a lot of songs that are just like spoken word at first, and then it goes into like the actual song.
Yeah.
But then the other song that I thought of was Just Like Heaven by The Cure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said that to me.
Right at the end. And nowhere else in the song.
Yeah.
I was thinking for some reason I was thinking John Mayer, but then I was getting confused with something.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I'm sure there are others. I can't think of any right now, but yeah, it's definitely lots of those. Okay, so unlike Southeastern, this is Jason Isbell in the 400 unit.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is pretty good. One thing that I've noticed about Jason Isbell is his guitar style. He sounds. He's like developed it. I feel like recently, he sounds like Mark Knopfler on guitar, and this was
really. It
started with he played guitar on a record, The Highwomen, that Amanda Shires is a part of. I don't know who else is in the group. But,
is that his wife, Amanda Shires?
Yeah.
Okay. And she plays like a fiddle or like violin or something?
Yep. Yeah, she plays the fiddle. So Jason Isbell played guitar on their record, and it was I didn't realize. I looked up, like, did Mark Knopfler play on the Highwomen record? Because it sounded like him. And then it really, on a couple songs on here, it sounded like it. And I looked it up. This was corroborated by some Reddit commenter that I saw that said, it kind of reminds me of Mark Knopfler. So that's quite a compliment if you could sound like Mark Knopfler.
Really. Absolutely. Because, like, there's no one that sounds like him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he's also amazing as far as like speed and stuff, but it's more like just it's not too complicated. It's just the sound of it is like really,
Tone
just
of
unique.
the guitar.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he did a good job. This is probably it's laid back again, but it's a little bit more production, I feel like, on this one than
Good songwriting again, storytelling, songwriting.
Yeah. As always, there's a lot of good little. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So it's a
Nice.
the second track is called Dreamsicle.
Oh, nice.
So I think that's kind of what they were going for with the vinyl here.
That's funny.
I love Dreamsicles. Those are good. Those are my favorites. Remember in Broken Park had that ice cream machine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were like,
yeah.
They were $1. They were $1. So I should try to find 4 quarters and go up there and just throw them in there.
I remember. I think I've mentioned it before, but I remember like sometimes like you have exactly $1, and like you put it in one of your quarters, but it like doesn't count it.
Right, it drops it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but not even like so. It's just like you only have, or maybe you just guessed wrong, and you only have 75 cents in there. And so I recall a few times like trying to like run back to like get money and get back to the vending machine before it like reset.
Yeah.
You could just press the coin return.
I don't know. I feel like I couldn't for some reason. Maybe I don't know. It was a long time ago.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have heard none of this, right? Because he released like singles. Like, did you catch any of those or anything?
Nope.
No singles, nothing.
Okay. Cool.
Collin,
well, then I'm excited.
Did we listen to a single, or was this a different? Remember when we listened to his live?
Yeah. No, that's off a previous record. So no, nothing off this one.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, are you able to pull this one up, Jake? It just came out.
Sure.
Does this album have a theme? Do you think, Collin?
Shit. Well, I think I don't know if there was a working title, kind of like you were mentioning before.
Yeah.
But he ended up calling it Reunions, and so a lot of the songs deal with like, not like explicitly ghosts, but like the past and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so Reunions is kind of an apt name for it as far as like theme is concerned, I think.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah. Let's see what you guys think. And What Have I Done to Help is the first track.
Okay, here we go.
What have I done to help? What have I done to help somebody save me? What have I done to help? What have I done to help? Not myself. Thought I was alone in the world until my memories gathered around me in the night. Thought I was strong until I finally had to fight. If I kept my head down and showed up to work on time and watched my appetite, put the money in the mattress, lock the doors at night, and we'd all be alright. I've made mistakes that I can't erase, and some of the love I've lost will not come back to me. I broke my word, I lied on a Bible just to feel a little free. She didn't deserve it, nobody ever deserves it, but I caught anchor and I drifted out to sea. And you found me busted, and somehow you trusted I was not what I could be. We climbed to safety, you and me and the baby. We send our thoughts and prayers to loved ones on the ground. And as the days went by, we just stopped looking down, down, down. Now the world's on fire, and we just climb high, till we're no longer bothered by the smoke and sound. The good people suffer, and the heart gets tougher, nothing given, nothing found. What have I done to help? What have I done to help? Somebody save me. Somebody save me. Somebody. What have I done to help? What have I done to help? Not myself. Poison oak and poison ivy, dirty jokes blew right by me. Mama curling up beside me, crying to herself. Why can't Daddy just come home? Forget whatever he did wrong. He's in a hotel all alone and we need help. A dreamsicle on a summer night in a folding lawn chair. I'm still packing up my room, gotta get home soon. Sneakers on the high school court, and you swore you'd be there. A heart breaking through the springtime, breaking in June. And are you still taking notes? Hydrocodone in your backpack. Maybe these words will hold the beats back. And will you read me what you wrote? The one I said you stole from Dylan, over encouraged only children. Heaven's wasted on the dead, that's what your mama said. And the hearse was idling in the parking lot. She said you thought the world of me, and you were glad to see they finally let me be an astronaut. In some old building with over-encouraged only children. This used to be a ghost town, but even the ghosts got out, and the sound of the highway died. There's ashes in the swimming pool, and the waiter made a young girl cry at the table next to mine tonight. And I know you would have brought him to his knees, but you're overseas. And our love won't change, our love won't change, our love won't change a thing. I couldn't leave my father here to finish up his life alone. And I saw you in her daughter's eyes last night when she caught me in a lie. And I need you here to make both of us believe, but you're overseas. Treat you like a star, or do they call you refugee from overseas?
Damn.
Yeah, really, those last two songs on guitar is where it sounds a lot like Mark Knopfler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's the tone that he's using.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's that big like. I don't know, like that's I don't know. I can't describe it any better than that, but. Yeah, he's a good guitar player, so I've wanted him to kind of let loose like that a little bit more. So I was glad he put a song like that because that was crazy at the end, like, you know, it was like. He was really getting out there with it.
So, I guess let's talk about I guess we'll start from the first song.
Yeah, what'd you guys think of that one?
I have to kind of look back.
Let me
share the lyrics here.
Yeah, let me note a couple of lyrical discrepancies that he has on the record. So,
sure, I'll pull it up here.
So obviously, what the, the repeating part throughout the whole song. What have I done to help? What have I done to help? Somebody saved me.
Mm-hmm.
ED is his in the lyrics that he has. And then also and not myself instead of but not myself.
Okay.
So minor changes, but you'll notice that David Crosby actually sang backup vocals on this song.
Wow. Damn.
So, yeah.
That's a good get to have on your album.
Yeah. Yeah, this featured some really nice guitar work at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a repetitive song. Did you make anything out of like what he's,
Yeah, like you said, it's a repetitive song. It kind of runs a little long, but I like the lyric about cut anchor and drifted off to sea.
Yeah.
And then like you found me like tattered, or you found me like in a wreck kind of thing. I forget what it actually is, but
busted. You found me busted.
Mm-hmm. Like you hit up against the rocks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was a good line. But yeah, I thought it was just a little long for an opening track. The song.
Yeah,
I don't know what the runtime is, but
it's a little over 6 minutes.
Yeah, for you would think opening song should be 2 to 3 minutes, and then you get into the album.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little different.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a fan of it overall, and I like the way the music is. It gets like it picks up in intensity, which I feel like matches like the lyrics, kind of like what he's struggling with in the song, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It goes on for a little bit. What'd you think, Jake?
I liked it. I like the same line that Joe. Excuse me. The meaning here is like pretty straightforward. Like, what have I done to help? I think in whatever period of his life he's talking about, he's like, dude, like all the effort I've put in my life has only like been to benefit myself, like fix myself. Like he's wondering when he's going to get to a point where he's going to be able to affect other people in his life. You know what I mean? Because I feel like at some point in life you come to your own, like you grow as a person, and then that growth kind of extends outward. And I'm assuming he's talking about his wife. Like, obviously you found me busted, but you trusted I was not what I could be. Like he hasn't reached that full potential yet. So
yeah,
I like the writing there, and it was really like I love the upbeat. I love the kind of hard intro. That was got right into it.
It did.
It was different. It had like I don't know what kind of style drumming you would call that. Kind of like scat, sort of like.
Yeah. So we have Dreamsicle next.
Yeah.
That's been my favorite song so far.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, really good songwriting in terms of like the vividness, creating a story. You know what I mean? Lots of visuals and stuff in this song.
That's what he does best.
Hmm.
He paints a picture so well in his music.
Yeah. It just seems like it's about like this line got me the poison oak to poison ivy, dirty jokes that blew right by me, mama curling up beside me crying to herself. So like it's an interesting comparison there. I'm not sure what this poison oak to poison ivy means, but like I think it's like dirty jokes that blew right by me. Like as a kid, you're naive to what's going on. So to compare that with the next line is mama curling up beside me crying to herself. Like
Yeah.
obviously something's going on between his mother and his father, but
Right.
he
It's
doesn't
kind
have
of
the ability to actually comprehend like what's happening.
it's like two songs in one. Like in the background, you got mom and dad are fighting, probably going through like a divorce or something, and that's why he has to move away. He's probably got to pick sides and move
Right.
away from his friends,
Yep.
but he's trying to enjoy the summer. You know, doing what kids do in the summer. They get run through poison ivy and they.
Yeah, and then like here we see like broken glass, and then like I feel like the first part, that poison oak to poison ivy line, was like the kind of that innocence as a kid, you don't know what's going on. But then we advance to here, broken glass and broken vows. I'll be 18 4 years from now with different friends in a different town. I'll finally be free. So he's kind of when he's 18, you get to get the fuck out of there. You're not stuck there anymore. So now he's 14.
Right.
He realizes what is going on, and he doesn't. He'll be in his own town, where he doesn't have to always leave all the time, and you have to make new friends. Like he's dreaming of when he gets to leave the situation. Basically, he's privy to what's going on.
Well, and the verse before that, somebody stood him up at the dance or something. It appears. So in addition to like the family stuff he's got going on, you have to deal with that too.
Yeah.
Sure. Teenage heartbreak. I mean,
yeah. To me, I took it as like loving certain aspects of home, but then also wanting to get the fuck away from home at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's kind of like,
right.
He's contrasting the things that are awful with the things that are terrific about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like loving being a kid or being a teenager. In the summertime, like that's what teenagers live for. You're out of school, you get to hang out with your friends, the weather's nice. But in the background there's this, when he goes back home, there's all this shit that's happening. So he wants to leave that, but he's still like having fun,
Yep.
when he's not home.
All right, so the next one was Only Children. That one was a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit of a I said this wasn't explicitly about ghosts, but we do have ghosts mentioned in this song, and I think the next one too.
Yeah, and the next one. Yep.
So yeah, I didn't know. I read the little note. Like it's obviously about a friend, like in this song, but then like it notes like a lot of Isbell songs are allegories, like we mentioned on the last one. So it's also about like his former self.
Yeah.
Is it about like what's the song about? Like trying to make it in the music business, like songwriting and because he talks about like his first demo tape and putting it all on his first demo tape, and then there's that one line I like that stolen from Dylan. Like that was a line stolen from Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's talking about Bob Dylan, right?
Right. Yeah, will you read me what you wrote? The one I said you stole from Dylan.
Yeah.
Like so some line, in a song.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like they're just trying to make it like in the music business or something.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to write an album.
Yeah, and I think the important part here is I was in the bridge. The line says, "Heaven's wasted on the dead. That's what your mama said when the hearse was idling in the parking lot." So this kid he wanted to make music with as a youngster died. The kid passed away. So he's reflecting on the aspirations they had to be of becoming musicians as young people, and his friend passed away. And then this must be he must have passed away right around when Jason started to get some notoriety, because then she said you thought the world of me and you were glad to see they finally let me be an astronaut. I think that just means like his career is taking off,
He became a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, nailed it. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And isn't he from like isn't where Jason Isbell's from is like where like they shoot the rockets off at like in somewhere in Alabama like
Yeah, he's from Greenville. I don't know.
like isn't there like a space thing around there?
I
Like
think you're
NASA?
right. I think you're right.
Because he has another song about astronauts in
Oh, this
space
is a
and
good line. I'm sorry, I just interrupted.
But Drive-By Truckers have a song called "Putting People on the Moon."
yeah,
So I don't know if that's
that's what I was thinking of.
what do you got, Jake?
I don't know. His songwriting's amazing. It really is. In just 5 lines, like the way he puts stuff like, so we'll read through this chorus 3. Are you still taking notes? Will you have anyone to talk to? Castle walls that you could walk through. So heaven, like a big castle. And
Okay.
do the dead believe in ghosts? Or are you lost in some old building with over-encouraged only children? So the song's about they were over-encouraged only children. So he's wondering in the afterlife, is this guy like has so the bridge before that was talking about Isbell growing as a songwriter and taking off. He's wondering in heaven, like is his friend also like talking with the other ghosts, like walking through walls, castle walls that you could walk through? Will you have anyone to talk to? Or is he like the kind of ghost that's trapped on Earth, still stuck in that same old shitty motel building?
Yeah, purgatory.
Listening to, not necessarily purgatory, but is he just stuck? Well, yeah, that is purgatory to some people. But is he stuck in, like, he's just wondering. It's interesting when people wonder about that. Like, what, like, if you believe in the afterlife, do you continue to grow as a person, or are you the same as when you died? And that's a really, the reason it hit me, and I think I recognize that right away, is because I've talked about it before. There's a rapper called Low Key, and his older brother died, and he says, it's puzzling me. Are you the age you were when you died? That'd be something to me. Talking to an older brother that's younger than me.
Wow.
I'm wondering if the person stayed the age they were when they died, when they're in heaven, and if that's how you see them when you go back. This is really good songwriting. Really, really good songwriting.
Yeah, it's just kind of a question you would ask yourself.
That you ponder. And
Yeah, right.
Clearly,
right.
that many people ponder, because I just pulled that other line right on my head. Like, wow, this is a common thing. Like that people think about. Really, really well done.
Yeah, and then Overseas. I think Overseas is probably my favorite song. Just because
another pick up the pace again, right?
Yep. Yeah, I just love the guitar. And right from the jump in this song too.
Was this about like him marrying his wife? I saw you on your wedding, or no, your wedding.
See, I don't know.
Kind of about love and war.
Well, because the first line, this used to be a ghost town, but even the ghosts got out, so they're in the middle of nowhere.
That's a great line, by the way.
And the sounds of the highway died. And there's ashes in a swimming pool, so empty swimming pool, ashes in there. This reminds me of a line from that recent Bruce Springsteen record.
Western Stars.
Western Stars, yeah, that similar kind of setting, middle of nowhere, empty swimming pool, broken concrete. Yeah, I'm wondering what this is about. I mean, obviously a woman that's not with him. What do you think, Crooks?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I think the distance, the overseas, could be just just they're very distant from each other, if perhaps literally too. But yeah, they clearly. I don't know exactly what he's singing about, but they had a daughter together. He gets to that at the end.
Yeah.
In fact, I love that line. I saw you in our daughter's eyes tonight when she caught me in a lie. Like that's clever little line there. But yeah, just love and war, like Joe said.
Yeah. I think the overseas lines just means like like when you get married and stuff, like you're all in, like you're all about the marriage, and then once that love kind of fades away, you just kind of off like in this different mind space. She doesn't, she probably doesn't really care about the marriage anymore. They don't care. They probably don't really talk to each other that much. But they have kids together, so they gotta stay. They gotta stay together for the kids. So just like her mind is somewhere else, overseas.
Yeah, I agree. They had the line earlier. the waiter made a young girl cry at the table next to mine tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting.
If you were there, you would have let him have it, kind of deal.
Yeah, more good storytelling, like a very paints a vivid picture.
Yeah, like he takes a moment in time.
Yep.
And he puts it, you know.
Overseas. I don't know. I think that's actually a good point, a good idea, Joe. Like maybe this person's just in. It might not necessarily even be problems with a marriage. It might just be someone's going through an issue that has them detached. Like think about it. Like these scenarios he's used to. Like maybe they were actually together in the restaurant, but she's overseas, her mind's somewhere else, and he's right. Like if you were there and you saw like mentally you saw what was going on, like the child, right? Because they're not actually distance from each other. They're in the same band. They live together. But you're overseas. He talks about his daughter, and I need you here. She caught me in a lie. Like I need you to have my back. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the other parents got that quick wit. Like when when the kid finds out about Santa Claus or something, the other, he's just he left some cookies for the reindeer. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of thing I picture when I hear that line. Like I need you to kind of back me up. I can't like raise this person alone. So maybe it's just about partners being distant mentally,
not on the same page. They're just one person's seeing something and the other person's not because she's just checked out.
Yeah, checked out is a good word. Yeah.
Agree.
Great for side. Side A was a banger.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, there's just more songs on the B side. I think I like the B side even better. So.
Right. All right, you ready to get to it then?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Just running with our eyes closed. Here we go.
Not a good idea.
Took forever to get you to trust me, like I was feeding a bird from my hand. And if this isn't love, then it must be another answer I don't understand. To a prayer that was please and not thank you, to a question I wrote in the sand, to a wish that I made on a satellite, from a witness in tears on the stand. Running with our eyes closed, running with our eyes closed. The river is my savior, 'cause she used to be a cloud. She's happy just to lay there when she used to be so proud. And even when she dries up 1,000 years from now, I'll lay myself beside her and call her name out loud. The river is my savior, only one I'll ever need. Wash my head when I've been sinning, wash my knuckles when they bleed. Protect me from my neighbor, all his jealousy and greed. Take the body to the delta, hide the weapon in the weeds. Now I'm tired and I just can't get to sleep. I've been a wolf among these sheep for all my life. The lake of fire, it consumes me in my dreams. And last night I woke up screaming at my wife. The river is my savior, she's running to the sea. And to reach her destination is to simply cease to be. And running till you're nothing sounds a lot like being free. So I'll lay myself inside her and I'll let her carry me. We've been testing you and you failed. To see how long that you could sit was the truth, but you bailed. And I don't think you even recognize the loss of control. And I don't think you even see it in yourself. See, every one of us is counting dice that we didn't roll. And the loser is the last to ask for help. Be afraid, very afraid. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. you scream, but you only exhale. I don't think you even recognize the sound of your voice when it's blasting through the speakers in the sky. And if your words add up to nothing, then you're making a choice to sing a cover when we need a battle cry. Be afraid, be very afraid, but do it anyway. Do it anyway. What do I do to make you smile? You've been hurting for a while. What can I do to make you laugh? Get St. Peter's autograph. Sometimes it's nothing but the way you're wired, and that's not your fault. We're all struggling with the world on fire and the fear we're taught. Now you've lost another friend who couldn't stay to see the end. He had somewhere else to be. Cut him down and burn the tree. Let him dance around our room. Let him smell of your perfume. Share your best, remember when. And if he comes through here again, maybe he can make you laugh. Bring St. Peter's autograph. Last night I dreamed that I'd been drinking. Same dream I have about twice a week. I had one glass of wine, I woke up feeling fine, and that's how I knew it was a dream. Last night I dreamed that I'd been drinking cold burn whiskey down my throat. My hand turned into a rattlesnake, and I laughed myself awake, and that's how I knew it was a joke. It gets easier, but it never gets easy. It's all worth it, but you won't believe me. Hold down your liquor, swallow your pride. You'd rather keep it inside. It gets easier, but it never gets easy. Drove past the local bar, a cop got behind my car. I wish he would pull me over now. Last night I let myself remember times I forgot a woman's name. I blacked out behind the wheel, how tight the handcuffs feel. My daughter's eyes when she's ashamed. You can't expect her to follow your lead. She's fine with her wine and her weed. It gets easier, but it never gets easy. It never gets easy. Nurse helped us buckle the seat in the car, and they sent us on our way. I drove home so slow, we had no instructions. The first days were hard, but there's things about babies a woman just knows. Being your daddy comes natural. The roses just know how to grow. It's easy to see that you'll get where you're going, but the hard part is letting you go. The hard part is letting you go. And now you've decided to be someone's wife, and we'll walk down the aisle, and I'll give you wish I could walk with him back through your life to see every last minute of every last day. To hear your first words and to feel your first heartbreak, to sing you to sleep when you're scared of the dark. The best I can do is to let myself trust that you know who'll be strong enough to carry your heart. Being your daddy comes natural. The roses just know how to grow. It's easy to see that you'll get where you're going. The hard part is letting you go. The hard part is letting you go.
Okay, what do you guys think?
Man, what a fucking awesome album. I'm gonna have I might have to pick it up on vinyl. I think that'd be a great first Isbell record to pick up. Or
I agree.
Rather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great songwriting on the second side.
Yeah, but far more explicit mention of ghosts than I didn't realize that, like, the first time through. Like, there's that, like, another song on that side referenced ghosts in the lyrics.
Which one besides St. Peter's Autograph?
Well, St. Peter's Autograph, but there were two on the first side or whatever.
Oh, yeah, okay. About his friend or whatever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Running with Our Eyes Closed is the first track. It's fine. It's probably my, I guess my least favorite, but I still liked it.
I liked that. I thought it was, like, really upbeat, is I think what I remembered about
Yeah.
that song.
I like the lines, swallowing my pride, but I nearly choked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I like the opening line. It took forever to get you to trust me, like feeding a bird from my hand.
Yeah, it's
Just
a
a
good,
nice-
good imagery.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it opens up with, you could picture what's going on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. It was, there was another song. Oh, the first song, What Have I Done to Help, was kind of, like I mentioned, like that scatty kind of drum. That was sort of Running with Our Eyes Closed. It was a little bit like a little hint of jazzy kind of,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah, a little bit.
vibe to it, you know. All right, the next one was River.
Yep.
That might be my favorite song.
Mine-
It's hard to pick one, but
Mine too. I think that's my favorite. Over Dreamsicle. It's definitely my favorite on side B.
mhm.
Yeah. Great songwriting again. Kind of reminds me of Live Oak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's Murder. It comes up again in this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Putting bodies in the river.
Yep. Hide the weapon in the weeds.
Yeah. Had the weapon. Once he said that, I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be one of those songs. Yeah, I see where we're going.
What I did when I got the record is I read through all the lyrics first before I played the record at all.
Uh-huh.
And so then when I put this song, I was like, oh, this is kind of funny because I read through it and like it's about a murder and stuff. But then the song is like kind of lighthearted and you know.
Yeah, it is.
He's killed a lot of people on this song.
Mm-hmm.
The river hears my secrets, and the things I can't tell a soul, like the children that I've orphaned, and the fortune that I stole, and the neighbor who asked questions till he washed up on the shore. But I've done the law some favors, so nobody has to know.
The river hears my secrets, things I cannot tell a soul, like the children that I've orphaned and the fortune that I stole. The neighbor who asked questions till he washed up on the shore. But I've done the law some favors, so nobody has to know.
He's fucking killed and stole.
Killed his neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dang.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and he mentions that he hired the men that I've hired. Oh, and there were a couple lyric discrepancies, and this was one of them. At the end, he says he's a wolf among sheep. I forget what the Genius lyrics said, but yeah,
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the men that he hired couldn't look him in his eyes.
Yeah.
They
right.
looked away like children do.
The men I've hired, they all seem to be afraid of me. They turn their eyes away from me like kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is the last verse. Rivers my sea. Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
a lot like being free. So I'll lay myself inside her and I'll let her carry me.
So he
Yeah.
killed himself, and then what? The river just washed him down to the ocean or whatever, or wherever it goes, to the sea.
Yeah, I think so. But I just like the just the writing there. But yeah, I think so.
It's kind of like Live Oak in a way too. How the ending of the song, you don't really know. There's questions about what happens at the end. Like even in Live Oak, it's like, did he kill the girl, or did he just kind of kill her from his memory?
Right.
Kind of erased. That's kind of what I think. I don't think in Live Oak he actually killed the girl. I think he kind of.
Oh, I think so.
You think? See, that's where we differ. I think he kind of just erases her from his memory, and then just goes. Then he says he goes down south more. He kind of runs away.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, one of the things about the way he writes is just that he provides such detail, so that's like why I'm drawn to like, oh, he killed her because he carved a cross from live oak and her box from shortleaf pine. But that's just good, including those details is good writing either way.
Yeah. There's that part too. Yeah. So that's a tough one that I kind of struggle with. A great song. My favorite song on that last album. My favorite song on this album is the song we're talking about, River.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What do you think of Be Afraid?
I think that was my least favorite.
Oh, really? I like that song.
On that.
Is it about like fame and like connecting with fans, and what is it about?
He seems to be calling out like major artists who like won't be truthful, or like, you know what I mean? Like they're just kind of playing the part of pop star, because he has the line at the end like, "You're choosing to sing a cover when we need a battle cry."
Yeah.
And there's a line before it like, "You tell the truth enough, you find it rhymes with anything."
Yeah.
So he's saying like,
oh, I wrote that down. That was such a good line.
yeah. So he's saying be afraid, but still do it. Tell the truth. You know what I mean? Even if you're afraid to go out on a limb or whatever.
Dang. I wonder if he's talking about someone in particular, or if he's just talking, or just the music business in general.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's pretty specific, at least in terms of calling out. I don't know if it's somebody specific like you said, but
yeah, that'd be interesting. Shit, probably a lot of those country artists that just, or really in any genre of music, they get in it for the money and they don't.
Yeah. And this song talks about too is like, we don't take requests, we don't shut up and sing. Like, I don't think you'd recognize the kid in the wings. I don't think you'd even see her in yourself. She looks to you for what to do with all her delicate dreams, but you're too terrified to be any help. It's like you said, playing the part, and like people like act like assholes.
See, that line there is I think why he's talking about someone in particular, like a female artist, not more of like a general.
So what is
statement.
the popular female country artist right now that you think he could be talking about? That
I was thinking like Taylor Swift.
Well, she's probably the most popular one there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says we've been testing you and you failed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to see how long you could hold it in, but you only before you screamed, but you only exhaled.
Yeah.
I like that line. Like nothing.
Yeah, like you could have let it out there, but you decided not to.
All right, St. Peter's Autograph. I think that's kind of like the
that was a really good song.
That's like the version of Elephant or Vampires. You know what I mean? It's that song on the record.
Excellent songwriting again.
Just the title is clever. St. Peter's Autograph. Like,
can you elaborate
check it out
to me, because I don't know anything about.
So St. Peter guards the gate to heaven.
Okay.
So like, hey, check it out. I got St. Peter's Autograph. I got in. Or whatever.
Right. So she gets okay, gotcha. Like her friend, obviously the friend that died would be showing her this like St. Peter's autograph.
Yeah.
Because she's like he's a ghost to her. Like he keeps coming back.
And this is an interesting song because it's like it's about his like wife, and like she's struggling. It seems like she's struggling to cope with his death. Like, and to bring his death into like their relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what'd she say? What do I do to let you know that I'm not haunted by his ghost? Let him dance around our room. Let him smell of your perfume. Or, and I see you're suffering through the best of days. Still, you're putting me first. Like, it's like she's not letting herself, like, basically grieve over this guy because she's worried about how it'll affect, like, her marriage. You know what I mean? And he's telling her, like, it's okay, man. Just do what you have to do. Tell me about this guy and, like, the memories you had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
I've got arms and I've got ears is a good line.
Yep.
Very good.
But yeah, really, it's just the title, and then even the next song is similar. It Gets Easier is another. It's only called It Gets Easier, but it gets easier, but it never gets easy. Is a clever, little line too.
Yep.
Again, about his struggles with sobriety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a nice little upbeat song after the the sadder song right before it.
I like in the It Gets Easier when he's talking about his dreams of drinking.
Yeah.
Like I woke up like drinking a glass of wine and but I felt fine. Like he didn't have a hangover.
And that's how
it was a dream. That's how I knew it was a dream. Yeah.
Because he didn't like completely abuse the fucking alcohol.
Again, great song. Like this side guitar had really, really good songwriting. The River, St. Petersburg, It Gets Easier. Even the last song was very nice. Nice song. About his daughter and growing up and his daughter getting married and.
Yep. Yeah, that's
nice.
With It Gets Easier. I like the I wish you would pull me over now. You know what I mean? Like
drives past the bar. He's thinking about it. Like he's thinking about going back to, drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It gets easier, but it never gets easy.
Yeah, like how the handcuffs feel. Like remember how the handcuffs feel around your wrists.
Imagery.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that song will help a lot of people out, like that are going through sobriety and are trying to go, maybe are in the beginning stages of sobriety and they're having those thoughts,
That's what he said. He's obviously he references his alcoholism all the time, but he said he never like explicitly wrote a song like for people that are going through it. So that's
I feel like that was a song for people to kind of
to remind them like, hey, this
cool.
is what you kind of left behind.
And that's a part of sobriety is like helping others. Like once you become sober, to help other people with their sobriety or what whatever difficulties they have going through. Like to pay it forward. I felt like he was doing that in that song.
That's kind of funny because I didn't think about this till just now, but like back to the first song, like what have I done to help? He's kind of like lamenting the fact like that you're kind of obligated to like do some good in the world. I feel like is kind of what he's struggling with.
Because a lot of people have helped you along the way. So now once you get to that point, then it's time to help others and from the wisdom that you've received from others. Just keep passing it down.
Yeah.
Damn, what a record. It was really good.
Yeah. Letting You Go is that's like that'll get played at weddings. It's like a father-daughter song.
Yeah, father-daughter dance song.
I immediately thought of my brother-in-law. Like, man, I should show this song to my brother-in-law because like my niece, his daughter just turned 1, and I was like, man, he'd probably like any new dad will just like love this song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's not a country guy, but like this, like he like that's the
how could you not?
He would really like. It's not over. Like I don't know how to explain. Like, but he doesn't give the vibe of like overly. Like clearly he's Southern. Like he's written whole records about his heritage, but like he doesn't give you that radio.
No.
Cookie cutter country kind of vibe. That's why.
Yeah, I mean he's a singer songwriter. He's a singer songwriter that happens to be from the South.
Yeah.
And a lot of his influences come from that. A lot of the instruments and a lot of the sounds and stuff comes from just because he grew up in the South and that was probably the music that he listened to.
Like pucker doll, but not spelled that way now. Oh, it's doggy dog, ready, red. Doggy dog, ready, red now.
Jake makes me so fucking mad! Kids!